Coming up next on this edition of In the City, Murfreesboro residents now have a new area to walk. There is a brand new addition to the Greenway Trail. I'll tell you where in just a few moments. Plus, did you know Franklin Heights is a great place to train firefighters? The largest fire service event on the East Coast recently took place right here in the city of Murfreesboro, and I went to check it out. And kids love playing with cardboard boxes, right? Well, the extended school program of Murfreesboro City Schools took this concept to the next level by participating in the Cardboard Challenge. But first, commuters dread traffic. Well, there may be a new transit solution in the works to help ease some of that traffic stress. We'll tell you all about those stories and more coming up right now on this edition of In the City. Welcome to another edition of In the City, your source for what's happening right here in the city of Murfreesboro. I'm Cecilia Herrell. A new transit plan is in the works to benefit the commuters in Rutherford County and surrounding areas. I went to the press conference on October 27th to find out all the details just for you. If you are one of the thousands of commuters driving through Middle Tennessee every day, you're aware of the intense amount of traffic on our roadways.
It's obvious that between Nashville and Murfreesboro that we do have a traffic issue. As any day you travel that roadway, you understand that there's congestion, it's heavily traveled, and during those peak times that there's almost always some delays involved.
Many state and city leaders gathered at the Rutherford County Chamber of Commerce recently to discuss a mass transit plan for our region.
We have seen the projections that Middle Tennessee is slated to grow by 1 million more people in 2040.
As Middle Tennessee experiences spectacular growth, it is important to take steps to preserve the quality of life. The goal is to build a transit system for our region that is safe and easily accessible. While population growth reflects a vibrant and prosperous community, this kind of growth will make it more difficult for people, goods, and services to move around the region.
Whatever decision we need to come up with, we need to come up with a plan pretty soon, because even roads, when you start talking about building a road, it doesn't just happen overnight. So it may be 10, 15 years before the road improvement or the railway could be put in place.
According to a study by the Texas Transportation Institute, an estimated $160 billion is spent annually on wasted fuel and productivity. In 2014, commuters in the Nashville region spent nearly 39 million hours in the morning and afternoon rush hour traffic delays. Finding the right transit plan is not just about traffic. Transit can impact the quality of life by improving air quality, promoting physical health, reducing travel times, and lowering the cost of a family's transportation budget.
We certainly need to look at all the options, as well as keeping jobs local and creating industry and things in our area that promote people from not traveling those roadways.
Traveling by car will remain the dominant source of travel, but people will ultimately choose to live in an area that provides a variety of transportation options. If you would like to learn more, you can visit movingforwardmidtn.com. Reporting for CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell. Cardboard is useful for a lot of things. The kids in the extended school program of Murfreesboro City Schools used cardboard to build a functioning city. Fall break is normally a time children spend away from school, but some of the kids in the extended school program of Murfreesboro City Schools spent their time building a city. That's right, children from kindergarten to 6th grade from 11 different schools recently participated in the Cardboard Challenge at Overall Creek Elementary School. The students built a functioning city out of just cardboard. The Cardboard Challenge is a global event that celebrates creativity and ingenuity. Students came together to build a town they are able to walk through and actually use. Buildings such as a school, post office, store, and a movie theater are some of the functioning elements the kids built. The children spent many hours outlining, taping, cutting, and finally piecing together the cardboard city. Murfreesboro City Schools hopes to continue the cardboard challenge in the future. Reporting for CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell. Franklin Heights has become a very important training facility right here in Murfreesboro, and recently firefighters from across the country used the old housing complex to better their knowledge and skills. The 2016 Firehouse Expo took place in Middle Tennessee for the very first time. If you drove by Franklin Heights recently, you may have seen hundreds of firefighters and possibly even flames. But don't worry, it's all for a good reason. More than 10,000 firefighters from across the country joined together in Middle Tennessee for the Firehouse Expo. Firehouse Expo 2016 hosted its first annual conference in Nashville, Tennessee, with training exercises taking place right here in the city of Murfreesboro. And I was lucky enough to catch the firefighters in action during live burn trainings at Franklin Heights.
So today, 200 plus firefighters from all across the nation are here at the site of the former Franklin Heights Housing Authority housing complex to do live firefighter training. They're doing this in conjunction with the Firehouse Expo, which is being held in Nashville this week at the Music City Center. So Murfreesboro is proud to host this in our city. It's a great thing for us to have this hands-on training here.
This program provides firefighters with the skills and knowledge to effectively operate as a member of a rapid intervention team. The firefighters learn to control, isolate, and understand fire behavior. The event took place on October 18th through the 22nd. This event is widely known as the largest fire service event on the East Coast. The Firehouse Expo allows attendees to experience focused training sessions from experts all around the country. The ultimate goal is to better prepare attendees for the realities emergency service personnel face every day. Reporting for CityTV, I'm Cecilia Herrell. Murfreesboro residents now have a new place to get in some exercise and explore the great outdoors. A new stretch of Greenway will be opening on November 29th. The new stretch will be from Walter Hill to Central Valley Road.
Hey, we're really excited to show you a new phase of the Murfreesboro Greenway system. This is the North Murfreesboro Trail. As you can see behind us, this is the extension. With this pedestrian trail is about 1.34 miles. It runs from Walter Hill Park to a new trailhead at Central Valley Road. This trail is going to be very new and welcoming to the public who've used our Greenway system for a long time. It's got pretty much a tree canopy throughout, a couple of overlooks, and there's a lot of elevation change with this trail, so we're really excited. We think it's going to be a welcome surprise for avid Greenway users. The other part of this project is an equestrian trail that meets at Central Valley Road at the end of this pedestrian trail. And that equestrian trail goes for 1.78 miles, and it's just another great feature. We're excited for this project, and we're going to go take a little tour throughout the whole thing. So we're excited. It's a beautiful day. We want to show you the trail. The best way to do it is hop in the gator. It's a little bit rough, but we're ready to show you, so let's have some fun. This trail is completely different than our traditional greenway that's been existing for a long time because it runs along a different section of the river. The river's a lot wider, more established trees, and effectively a canopy throughout the whole greenway that provides shade throughout the whole trail. The trail has two bridges. We're coming up to the first one. So the trail has two overlooks, both that look over bluffs on the other side of the river. So now we're standing at one of the two overlooks that are on the North Murfreesboro pedestrian trail. We're really excited. This place will have some benches, trash cans, and a place for people just to come enjoy nature, sit and watch. One of the things we love about this trail is the view of the Stones River. It's a different side of the river most people don't get to see until now, so we're really excited that that's included with this trail and people will be able to see it. This is all completely a new section of trail, and it's a standalone trail that doesn't, as of yet, connect to the other 12 miles of Greenway. So this is all new. It's asphalt throughout. As you saw, it's a beautiful trail and we're really excited. We're standing now at the Central Valley Trailhead. This is off of Central Valley Road. You can see the construction is just finishing up. And this is where the pedestrian trail meets the equestrian trail. And people will be able to come. There's going to be a horse trailer parking area. And then also people who want to come use the Greenway just will be able to park up here. And we're really excited about this.
Murfreesboro City Council is naming the new police and fire training center after Vice Mayor Doug Young. Young has been a leading advocate for the funding, planning, and development of this facility.
I think it would be appropriate and want to get the council's opinion that we are working on a police and fire training facility. And, with that, those individuals who will be working and training at that facility will be doing that for the betterment of this community. I can't think of a better name to put on that facility than the Doug Young Police and Fire Training Facility.
Thank you. We have been working on that for 5 years now, and we've had our ups and downs, and we've been told no, and then we've been kicked, and then we've been told no again, and then we finally got a good yes, and it's going to benefit the fire and the police training and other aspects of the city for many years to come. It's close, it's local. We don't have to send people 25 miles away to train. We save the best for last, which is the location, and I'm just really pleased to have just a tiny little part in putting that together.
Doug, we're proud of you. We're proud of everything you've done and everything you will do.
Well, hopefully I'm not quite gone yet.
The training center is the old Franklin Heights public housing site located at 211 Bridge Avenue. The facility will provide a safe place for police and fire personnel to train with minimal impact on the surrounding community. The facility features classrooms and an administration building, a storage building for equipment, a drill tower for training on search and rescue, rappelling, confined space rescue, and other tactical exercises, a burn module for Class A burns. 5 buildings will remain in place along the back of the property for various practical training activities. There will be a simulated streetscape for motor vehicle accidents, traffic stops, and etc. An outdoor classroom will also be featured, along with a kitchen and a restroom facility. Canine training areas will also be on the property, along with firefighting props, including a car, a dumpster, a tank, and etc. A physical fitness and obstacle course will also be included, along with a driving pad. This facility will not have a firing range and will have landscaping and other buffers in place around the perimeter for the least amount of impact to the residential areas. The training facility will greatly benefit the residents and businesses of Murfreesboro by assisting with maintaining and upgrading the ISO rating, which can translate into lower insurance premiums. Congratulations to Vice Mayor Doug Young, it's well deserved. Bridge over Broad is progressing very nicely. Concrete work has been completed on all but one of the project's 10 retaining walls. Last but not least, the northwest ramp has taken shape with the completion of storm drainage installation and fill placement. Bell Construction Company, which is the contractor for the construction, is planning to shift southbound traffic on Broad Street away from the existing curb line and toward the center of the roadway in the near future. This change in alignment will provide room for a new work zone along the west side of the facility, so widening activities can begin. The contractor will begin to work on some of the footings for the new bridge this month. The primary focus for the next few months will be the construction of the northern ramps. Westbound traffic on Old Fort Parkway and Memorial Boulevard will be diverted onto these ramps once they are completed. The change in the traffic pattern will be similar to the pattern for the southern ramps. This will leave a work zone in the existing roadway that will be used for abutment and bridge construction. For more information, please visit the project website. You can also contact Catherine Schultz, TDOT Community Relations Officer, by phone at 615-350-4302 or by email at catherine.schult@tn.gov. The demand for mobile food vending, also commonly referred to as food trucks, has been growing by customers, operators, and organizers of special community events for some time now.
The assistant city manager was given the task of working with the public to come up with a food truck ordinance that would be as fair to everybody as possible.
I'm very pleased with the city's willingness to listen to us as food truck owners. We didn't get everything we wanted, and I don't think the brick and mortar got everything they wanted, but I think when we leave the table, everybody is going to be happy, but you can't please everybody. I'm happy, I'll say that.
A final ordinance was presented to the Murfreesboro City Council, and they unanimously adopted the proposed food truck ordinance on first reading that amends city code and adds new regulations on food trucks operating within the city limits. Council approval of the revised ordinance follows public meetings in which truck operators and restaurant owners provided input on the revised regulations.
Every time that there was a meeting, I would come and kind of sit in the corner over there and watch. And when we left every meeting, the ordinance had been improved. And I think it was because of the city's willingness to listen, as well as tremendous input from the people who were the stakeholders. So thank you for everything that you did to make this ordinance what it is.
It's really been a team effort too. It's a lot of the praise was to me specifically, but I know that it really was a team effort. Our Parks and Rec department, our planning department, our legal department, everybody's worked together to gather input and talk with the citizens.
City administrators sought to balance the flexibility of allowing food trucks within the city limits with regulations necessary for the health, safety, and welfare of our citizens.
The reaching out and the talking with the local businesses, people that want to step into this field, that was really important, and we got information that we really couldn't have gotten any other way.
To celebrate this new ordinance and to welcome this new form of business to Murfreesboro, Canonsburg Village has Food Truck Fridays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The dates are November 4th. The food trucks are Broad Street Eats, My Roots, and Fitz Willie's. On November 11th, there will be the Mason Jar Mobile Eatery, Little Choo Choo Barbecue, and Chicken Shack. November 18th, Fitz Willie's, Sweet Teas, and G-Ma's Kitchen. The finalized draft of the proposed ordinance is available for review and downloadable from the City of Murfreesboro website at www.murfreesborotn.gov. Look under the Doing Business tab and find Proposed Food Truck Ordinance.
Murfreesboro Fire and Rescue Department is proud to announce that the department is now fully functioning in basic life support response. This will help MFRD better serve our community.
Since we began our refresher program mid-September, we have responded to and directly affected the lives of about 20 patients. Now that doesn't mean we've only done skills to that many. I'm talking about patients who were not breathing, totally unresponsive, that our personnel responded with their training and their equipment, and they did something to save the lives of those patients. So it's pretty exciting for them. It gives them the reason that they're here. The leadership of the city has shown us that this is important to them to do this job for the citizens and for the visitors that come to Murfreesboro.
MFRD began an intensive in-service training, which included a skills checkoff for the new medical protocols developed and approved by MFRD's new medical director, Dr. Russ Galloway. City Council approved Dr. Galloway to be hired as MFRD's medical director. State law requires that advanced emergency technicians, or AEMTs, and paramedics providing BLS level response be supervised by a physician licensed to practice in the state of Tennessee.
Dr. Galloway has an immense amount of experience and currently works in St. Thomas Rutherford emergency room, and he will be overseeing our medical program here in Murfreesboro Fire.
Each AEMT and paramedic that completed the in-service is now approved to administer the new medications and utilize the additional equipment, which includes advanced King Airway for patients not breathing on their own, intravenous IV fluid and equipment for trauma patients, epinephrine injections for patients having a severe allergic reaction, breathing treatments for COPD and asthma patients, Narcan for drug overdoses, nitroglycerin for cardiac chest pain, and dextrose for diabetic patients. Fire and Rescue Chief Mark Folks is pleased with the accomplishment. I'm very proud of our entire MFRD for their hard work and commitment that led us to achieving this milestone. I am confident that with our new skills and the excellent partnership and quality services Rutherford County Emergency Medical Service provides, our citizens will be in great hands in any medical emergency.
Matthew Blomeley has been officially named the new Assistant Director of the City Planning Department.
I'm very excited about this opportunity and very grateful for the confidence that the city has shown in me to assume this new role of Assistant Planning Director, and I'm excited to be able to continue to serve the citizens of Murfreesboro in this new capacity. I've been with the city since 2001, started out as a planner, worked as a planner until 2006, and then was promoted to principal planner. And then worked as a principal planner just up until recently, until I was promoted to assistant planning director. As a planner, I worked with the Planning Commission and City Council in reviewing site plans and subdivision plats. As a principal planner, I began heading up the city's addressing and street naming program, and also advising the city's Board of Zoning Appeals. And then within the last couple of years, I've begun working with our Planning Commission and City Council once again, and I'm looking forward to the new responsibilities that I'll be undertaking in my new role as Assistant Planning Director.
Matthew has excelled in the City Planning Department, which has seen tremendous growth in the number of residential and commercial development projects, said City Manager Rob Lyons. Serving the demands of design professionals, developers, builders, and residents effectively and efficiently as the city engages in the Murfreesboro 2035 Comprehensive Plan, the North Highland Avenue Study, the Historic Bottom Study, and the new Design Guidelines Steering Committee, which requires great knowledge and expertise. And we are grateful for his passion and commitment to our city. The state of Tennessee's Department of Environment and Conservation is offering a free home radon testing kit for citizens. Radon is a naturally occurring radioactive gas which is released from the natural decay of uranium, which is found in soil and most rock. It is odorless, invisible, and without taste, but breathing radon gas can increase your chance of getting lung cancer. Radon has been detected in every county in Tennessee. To receive your free radon testing kit, just type into Google TN Radon. There you will find a helpful video to walk you through the process. The Tennessee Department of Transportation has now opened West Lytle Street at Northwest Broad Street. Motorists will only be able to make a right out of West Lytle Street onto Northwest Broad Street and a right in from Northwest Broad Street onto West Lytle Street. No left in or left outs. Excitement is building every day for the completion of Murfreesboro's very own Miracle Field. We have a few pictures and video of the progression of the facility. Last but not least, we wanted to congratulate Mitchell Neilson Principal Robin Newell on winning Principal of the Year for the Middle Grand Division. Robin is in the top 3 principals in the state, and the City of Murfreesboro is very proud. Congratulations, Mrs. Newell. And don't forget, city offices will be closed on November 11th for Veterans Day and also November 24th and 25th for the Thanksgiving holiday. Well, that's it for this edition of In the City. As always, for more information about the City of Murfreesboro, you can always visit our website anytime at murfreesborotn.gov. And if you want to see one of the stories that you've seen today or catch up on some of the latest city news, you can always visit the City of Murfreesboro's YouTube channel. Before we leave, we'd like to share some pictures from award-winning photographer Jim Davis from a couple of Halloween events that took place in October, including Spooky Splash and Barfield's Halloween Bash. I'm Cecilia Herrell, and until next time, we look forward to seeing you in the city.